Hello, YouTube, and thank you for joining me today. I hope that you are having a good day, and I would like to stress that I thank you for giving of your time to view my video. You know, it saddens me that as of 2009, that the U.S. Defense Department categorizes public protest as low-level terrorism. What has happened to America? Do you have an answer? I don't know. This reportedly was a place where dissent of the government was not feared. Funny that it is okay for a president to be highly antagonistic towards an anti-war movement. He is not thought of as an enemy of the people. His position protects the privilege of holding and verbalizing this opinion. Yet, if you show dissent of how the government is ran, then you are a potential terrorist. Americans should treasure the ability to publicly challenge any governmental ability or really inability to conduct foreign policy. Is it safe to say the democratic processes, as it was reported but rarely seen, is being systematically dismantled? I think this is appropriate. I would offer to the conversation that the government was never fully accountable to the citizens of this country, even with our checks and balances. So why stymie open, diverse debate or peaceful assembly with threat of being placed on a list? A list of naughty people who are supposed radicals employing terror as a political weapon. Yeah, that's us, the average citizen that just wants our voice heard. Yeah. In truth, we know that all we are doing is showing a difference of opinion. So, by being peaceful and speaking our mind and trying to actually change things for the better, are we really using extreme fear to pressure people for political purposes? I don't think so. This is what a real terrorist does, however. They use real fear to pressure people for political reasons. Almost sounds like the government, doesn't it? But it definitely does not sound like us. And I definitely hate how they successfully corner you into this us versus them paradigm. So I'm not going to let them. I'm just going to report things as I see it without investing in that dynamic. You know, the framing of an individual as dangerous for peacefully expressing their discontent is a real weapon of mass destruction. The combative nature of the government is eye-opening. Ramsey Clark, he is a former U.S. Attorney General. He states, "We live in a military-dominated society." When you think of the principles of warfare, I think it becomes difficult to rationally oppose his comment. Indeed, it carries a great gravity. Can we say that 9/11 and rumors of war has not manifested a fear that is constantly being exploited and sustained by our government? I do think we live in a very unpredictable world. I get this, but when TV announcements suggest we should report suspicious activity to local authorities, I wonder if this is doing more harm than good. They are depending on an impression that something may be. They are effectively turning the public against each other via fear and encouraging them to police each other. Haven't we heard about this when learning about the old Soviet Union? Does any of this sound familiar to you? This is a sure way to prevent people from speaking their mind. A fanatical patriotic person, a paranoid individual, or a rigid, bigoted conservative may be prone to see anything that threatens their worldview as suspect. So we are to be victims to their cognition? These are prime Big Brother foot soldiers. Yet another example of a land that loves its hypocrisy. Yes, this land that claims you are innocent until proven guilty, what a laugh. No, you are guilty until proven innocent. And until you come to grips with that, you have your head buried in the sand. According to distributed FBI pamphlets, if you carry a backpack in warm weather, you should be suspect. If you prefer cash instead of plastic, you should be held suspect. If you question government policies, you can be placed on a U.S. watch list. They do not have a right to take your rights or to psychologically impair you with fear as they take your rights. But we know you never had rights to begin with. In reality, you only had provisional granted privileges. So, if you see something, say something. Unless, of course, it's the U.S. government telling you to assume the position, take daddy long stroke, while hoping that they brought lube so it doesn't hurt too much. And by the way, don't look up whatever you do. Keep your head down and your mouth shut. I have said enough. I think you know what the reality is. Thank you for your time.